Good day and welcome to another episode of Regional Review. I'm Kenya Kambowe and I'll be giving you a recap of events that unfolded in the northeastern regions over the past week. Also, on today's show, we'll be having an interview with Mr. Jerry Kawu, a resident of Rundu, who will be sharing us or attracting you to come to Rundu and visit the famous Rundu Beach. Meanwhile, today is Monkey Day. Check out the next video. In news today, chaos erupted at the Rundu Sports Stadium on Saturday afternoon when a motorist drove onto the football field while a match was underway. He drove onto the pitch following claims of match fixing. A fight nearly broke out between him and a football spectator. In our second story, Sobo Party Women Council Secretary Eunice Ipinge said Namibian women are the pillars of economic activities because they are found everywhere in the informal markets, sitting under the sun, selling various items to feed their families. Ipinge made the remarks in a statement on Friday in commemoration of Human Rights Day, which is always celebrated on 10 December worldwide. It is also observed in Namibia as Women's Day to celebrate and pay tribute to Namibian women who sacrificed their lives during the liberation struggle. Ipinge said Namibian women are contributing significantly to the cash flow of their families through various means in different social sectors. These range from young women employed as bartenders amid constant intimidation, harassment, and sometimes humiliation by their male employers, staying put, making little money to feed their families, to young women working as security guards who sometimes work long shifts, leaving their children behind. Our third story, a 50-year-old woman died after she was struck by lightning in a mango field and Dama informal settlement in Rundu on Thursday. The Namibian Police Force Regional Commander for Kavango East, Commissioner John Ngondo, said that the deceased was part of a group of 6 people who were working in the mango field when the incident happened. The town received heavy rain with thunder and lightning last Thursday. Now, fourth story. 2 men appeared in the Rundu Magistrates Court last week for allegedly selling suspected stolen livestock valued at close to 4 million Namibian dollars. According to the charge sheet, the suspects, Oiva Hamukoto, 31-year-old, and Jackson Ngiwanifilwa, 24-year-old male, each face 1 count of stock theft. They were arrested in the Wangwena region and the 2 other suspects fled into Angola. The pair was transported back to Kambowe East region where the criminal activity took place. It is alleged that between March last year and October this year, the accused stole close to 279 heads of cattle from a farm belonging to David Shingidwa and sold them to local business people around Rundu, while some were sold in neighboring regions, the charge sheet read. Of the stolen cattle, only 4 were recovered at Oshikango. During their court appearance, the duo opted to conduct their own defense and were denied bail. Their case was postponed to 23 February 2022 for further investigations. Our fifth story. The Namibian police force in the Kavango East region last week found the body of 48-year-old man floating in the Kavango River at Shikoro village. According to the Nampol regional commander for the Kavango East region, Commissioner John Ngondo, on Wednesday, the deceased, who is from Kangweru village, left his homestead on Monday to go and collect his cattle from grazing, which is by the river, and never returned. It is suspected that he might have drowned, and an inquest has been opened at the Diona police station, Nyondo said. The deceased was identified as Shifa Fure Pontanius Kanyanga, and his next of kin have been informed of his death. Our sixth story is communities in Zambezi along the Chobe, Kwando, and Linyati rivers live in constant fear for their lives and have lost their sense of national security due to intimidation by the Botswana Defence Force. This has affected their lives and livelihoods as there has been a significant reduction in fishing and animal grazing activities because the communities are scared to carry on with economic activities to make ends meet. This is according to the dossier by the National Council's Standing Committee on Home Affairs, Security and Constitution and Legal Affairs, which was tabled last week. The committee held 23 public meetings and received 32 written submissions from communities in Zambezi between 20 September and 6 October this year. Tourism activities in that part of the country are also under siege. The tourism activities have been severely affected as tour guards face constant questioning and aggression from PDF members in the presence of tourists, reads a part of the report. The report goes into intricate detail on how the lives of those living along the river in Zambezi are engulfed by fear following the death of at least 30 Namibians at the hands of the BDF. Right now, and tell us the significance of this place.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Jerry Kawayu. I'm a resident of Rundu, and we are currently at the famous Rundu Beach. As you know, this place has placed our town on the map, and we are easily recognized, easily affiliated to this place whenever it is that we travel anywhere out there in this country.
Tell me in terms of the activities that take place at this place. What kind of activities do take place here?
This is basically was designed or reserved to be a recreational facility. With the little that we have here, this is like a go-to place that we have in town. The only place that we have in town that can actually cater for every other little meditating type of activities that you can ever think of, social or any other event that can be able to just bring your well-being up to par with yourself.
We are currently in the COVID-19 pandemic. Can you tell us how that has affected the turn up at this place, and what are some of the measures put in place to ensure that people don't get at this area in big numbers?
Yes, the area is currently, I would say, it's suffering from very little intervention from the authorities in terms of just coordinating and doing crowd controls and those things of that nature. And due to that process, there has been some in and out of arguments in terms of the population or the people that come and gather here. So due to the COVID issues that we've had, most of the places that we have available in town that people could go to for socializing and all those things have been closed. So we had a very much influx of people coming down here, and I would recommend that we have to have at least measures put in place to do crowd control. It has been done now when awareness was raised, and it's actually going good now. That you can see that there's a few here and there people coming in, but then in a more controlled manner.
The safety of this place, how safe is it?
Currently, we have 24/7 security guards on site that the council have provided. But in terms of safety, I think once we have a fence, because the fence that was erected back then has been very much, okay, it's dilapidated, and I think once that is actually rectified with a new strong management that we are hopeful that this place will actually get the attention it deserves, because this is a masterpiece.
Tell our audience as to what are some of the key notable developments next to or adjacent to this Rundu Beach?
Currently, as we speak, as you can see, we are on the first ever cruise or boat that I can say that has ever been seen at this place that is catering for commercial tours around these floodplains and all the other areas that you can only view from the other sides. And then apart from that, we have private property developers that are bringing a very much needed development that this town has ever been craving for. And we are very, very, very thankful that this is happening actually in our generation. I'm yet to see the vision that was painted to me, and I'm told that I don't need to travel to Dubai anymore.
Okay. Now, last but not least, we have viewers across the country who would like to travel, seeing that traveling is restricted internationally. Why would you recommend someone to come to Rundu Beach?
Well, Aish, to come to Rundu Beach itself, it would mean that you have to experience the whole Kavango culture. Here, as much as we might be a bit far from almost everyone, we are at the far corner of the country. This place would actually change the mindset that you might think of, that you have. I mean, we are always affiliated to have crocodiles here, but ever since I was born at this place, I've never seen one. Yeah, maybe a hippo now and then, you get to see it passing here, but this place is magnificent. The landscape, the beauty of the sunsets that we get here, and the sun, the energy that you get from here, it's just magnificent. You can't get it anywhere else.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Looking at the weather for the northeast, cloud cover is picking up at Nkurunkuru and Rundu today, with showers expected on Thursday before clearing again. Cloudy weather is forecast for Kambowe for the rest of this week, with temperatures in the mid-30s. Temperatures remain sky high in Katima, with thick cloud cover expected.
That was it from us today. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Regional Review tomorrow, same time. Goodbye.